Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is going to be a little bit something different. I kind of wanted to give a tour of my work area where I make my wax melts, my candles, where I store everything, where I do my tarot readings. So just kind of, just kind of one of those videos. I did make a couple of batches. This is 2 batches right here of the California Candle Supply Cali Coffee, which it's actually going to be probably chocolate mocha, because that's exactly what it smells like to me. So I got 10 out of the 2 batches that I made, and the reason why I only got 10 is because I do fill up the 1 ounce free samples. Usually I try to get at least 10 samples in each scent, because I do give out 2 or 3, sometimes 4 of them in an order, depending on what the order is. I've had somebody order 4 candles. I'm going to give them, for my gratitude, I'm going to probably load them up on free samples a lot. So there's that. I keep my Presto pot here. Well, no, I don't. That's a lie. It's usually in the kitchen, but it's always in someone's way. It's usually right in front of the toaster oven, so I thought I would do everybody a favor in the house and get it out of their way, so I brought it back in here, but it'll go back into the kitchen when I'm making candles. Tonight, I just used my pouring pitcher and the double boiler method, since I was just doing those 2 batches. I usually have my fragrance oil up here. As you can see, I'm kind of low. I've got some more on the way, so I'm hoping to get that started. I usually do all my packing up here, so that's why the tape is here. Down here is where I keep my packing peanuts, well, at least a small couple boxes of it. Whenever I order anything from anywhere, I always save the packing peanuts. Those come in handy when you're packing up candles. And I do, when I pack that baby up with these. I don't want anything breaking. Huge roll of bubble wrap, which I go through bubble wrap like crazy. So that roll probably won't last very long. I have a 10-pound slab of IGI 6006 down there that I will never use. Extra boxes, my printer. These are all my shipping labels that I've done so far. I usually print them out and then I cut the paper in half and I save the other half so I can reuse those eventually. Thank you cards. I always send out a thank you card in all of my orders, and then I seal it with a thank you sticker. Down here I have a bunch of junk. Well, it's not junk, but all of my receipts, which I'm scared to go through it. I save everything right down to my post office shipping label receipts. Or not my shipping label, but you know what I'm talking about, from the post office, so I can track everything. You can track everything through Etsy, but sometimes I like to, I just keep it. I keep everything. These are all labels that I am either getting from Staples, Walmart, or Amazon. I do like the brown craft paper. I've been actually using that lately. I just like the look of the brown craft paper, and I cannot seem to find this in a store, so I do have to order that on Amazon. That saves on ink, because I actually was creating brown labels, and I was doing it with the template on Avery with a white label, and it was taking a lot of ink, and so I looked into it, and they do have the brown craft paper labels, and so that's what I use, and then I can just use black ink, and that saves a little bit. So I buy these on Amazon, and these to me so far are I'm really happy with them, and are probably going to be the ones that I stick with, at least for the time being, at least until I finish using those 3,000 ones that I have. Labels, a label maker, paper, the paper cutter. Let me see here. So just to kind of give you an idea, right here, this is what those labels look like. So the 2x4, this is actually a shipping label. That's what I use. It's a 2x4 or 4x2 shipping label that I just go onto Avery, and I use their 2x4 shipping label template, and I make whatever I want. So wax melts. This up here is just kind of empty. I do have to start filling up my inventory. I'm getting low. After Christmas I was low. Up here I keep my junk up here. Actually, it's actually not junk. I don't know why I call it junk. These are the labels, the warning labels that I put on my wax melts. I ordered this from Amazon. I think it's, yeah, $320, and I think it's $7.99. Again, if you use Avery, I don't know what this is. This might be a 1 inch, no, 2 inch. It says right there, 2 inch. Kind of hard to believe that those are a 2 inch. I would have guessed a 1 inch. I don't know. If you wanted to do your own, you could, you know, get creative. If you go on to Avery and you get the size sticker, whatever it is, 1 inch, 2 inch, you can go on, and they do have pre-made templates for warning labels. You could, you know, get as creative as you want and personalize it or add your store name if you wanted to. I haven't done that yet. Again, these are my clamshells. I get them in a box of 100, and I think it's $21.99. I ordered that off of Amazon. I have yet to find anything from a candle supply company that sells 100 of them for that price. So until I find something that is cheaper, I will probably stick with that. Let me see here. I'm sorry about the camera going all over, guys. So this here is what I use to take my photos. Just my little flower props. I do have to restock and get ready for spring because, as you can see, it's a lot of cranberries, berries, fall type stuff. And so I will get something lighter and you know, something like that that I can use for spring, or maybe even some roses for Valentine's Day. So I keep all of that up there. This room is primarily filled with boxes. Over here I have my pink envelopes that I am beginning to use. Again, I ordered those off of Amazon, and I will go ahead and post the link to all of these items that I'm showing you that I've purchased from somewhere so that you can see. Now, I do want to say that these boxes here that you see from the U.S. Postal Service, I've gotten these free. So you can go on to the USPS and you can go to their store and their shipping supplies, and then you can filter it down to the free items. And there's a ton of things that you can actually order from them for free. Does not charge you anything. All you have to do is put it in your cart and then, you know, check out as if you were checking out. Put your address in there and they ship it right to your front door. So all these packages here, these are packs of 25. You can either buy them in, well, you don't buy them, but you can either choose them in packs of 10 or packs of 25, and then from there you can put how many of those packs you want. So the last time I ordered them, I picked the pack of 25 and I ordered 2. So I got 50 of the boxes that I use for my candles. I'm still in the process of trying to figure out what I want to use for boxes. Right now I'm using the Regional Rate A box. It's a little bit bigger than what I really want. But again, Etsy does not, what I really want to use is the cube box. And Etsy does not have the cube box option. Now, if you are integrated with another system, like let's say pirate shipping, they do. So if you want to switch over and use pirate shipping, I don't often. I usually just do with it, through Etsy. But yeah, all these boxes here, the small flat rate, these are free. You can just, and most of the time, most post offices will actually have these in the lobby, and when you go to the post office, you can just grab them. But they don't carry the Regional Rate A box in the lobby, so I always have those shipped to the house. So I keep my warning, my warning labels for my candles here. I've got another pack here. This stuff here is my section. So this is where I put my testers. This is where I put the wax melts that I make for myself, or that I this right here is actually a coffee scent from Fillmore. These are over here because I took them off my shop because it smells horrible. Remember in my last video, I think I said that Fillmore is kind of a hit and miss as far as their scents are concerned. Their coffee was god awful. It doesn't smell like coffee. I don't know what it smells like, but it doesn't smell like coffee. So I have those over here. So this is kind of like my little mess up section. And that oil is actually right here, if you can see it. So as you can see, I have quite a bit left. I made some wax melts with that, and that is all trash. I will not make any more with that. Same thing with this. This is Fillmore's Frankincense and Myrrh. As you can see, again, I have a lot left. I cannot use that either. So those are just horrible, horrible smells. So that's why these are over here. Rubbing alcohol for cleaning my containers. All my dye. This is, again, dye that I ordered from Amazon. I'll link that. And let's see, what do we have over here? Again, we have more boxes of, you guessed it, packing peanuts. I know this room is just filled with nothing but boxes. So, and then of course my wall scraping. You can tell what color the wall was before the blue, right? We're gonna ignore that we've seen that. So I've got 3 big boxes over here of packing peanuts. We have usually over here this, I use these recycling bags to go to the post office. So I've got about 4 or 5 of them down there. I just put all my orders in there and take it to the post office, and that's very convenient. So down here I have 3 boxes of wax. The 2 boxes on the outside, so that one and that one over there, are my C3 wax, and I usually get them by the 50-pound box. The box in the middle is my Problend 650. So let's see if we can take a look here, if I can get it out. It's still new, so it's like really heavy. 50 pounds heavy. All right. And I just used one of my, I just stole one of my kitchen measuring cups for this. We have no measuring cups in the kitchen anymore, so God forbid anybody need to measure anything, because they're all in my wax over here. I guess this was all, you couldn't see anything on this anymore anyways. Probably had this for like 20 years. But this is the C3. So it comes in the flake form, so that's what that looks like. Okay, so favorite wax in the world. I am a C3 fanatic. That is all I will use. And then I have, oh God, so this is Flaming Candle. This is the Problend 650. I really, really like the way it looks. It's kind of like a, I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of like a granulated sugar type item. I like that shine in there, and that definitely, that shine comes through on your wax melts because they look very, very nice, and there's a nice shine to them. So, that is the Problend 650. Again, only wax melt wax I'll use. So I believe the first box here was from Flaming Candle. It's C3. The middle is from Flaming Candle, and the one on the end is actually from Fillmore. Remember in my last video I did say that, you know, Fillmore, even though I'm not happy with them at all because of their fragrance oils, they do carry the Cargill C3 soy wax blend, and they do carry the Problend 650. I know that Candle Science carries neither one of those, so you know, they are a backup. I may not use them for fragrance oil, but you know, they're at least a backup for the wax, because I do like the Cargill brand, and I know there's some environmental reasons why Candle Science no longer carries it, but you know, I can't afford to, you know, try to experiment right now with different waxes, and this works for me, so I'm sticking with this. Okay, so again, this is just my work table. It's a table I bought at Lowe's. I probably could have used like 3 of them, although there's no room in here to put 2 more. I have this room pretty packed up with, you know, all my stuff. So I use this table a lot to, I pour my candles here on this table. Those are my testers. So I am testing, I think this is a 16-ounce jar that I just found at, excuse me, I think it's, was it Dollar General? It came with a Christmas lid, and I just wanted to try it. I didn't know what wick to use, so I did a CD24. Again, this is a bad no-no right here. I said in my last video, I'm not happy with the CD wicks because I'm getting a lot of soot and a lot of mushrooming. And I notice it gets worse the bigger the wick is. So those 2 over there are CD24s. You can see right now, just looking at that candle with the green lid, there's a big old mushroom there at the top of that CD. So I'm really not happy with the CD wicks right now. I do have HTP 105 wicks coming. So I'm going to be doing some testing soon, and I'm actually not going to be making any more candles until I do that testing. So I'm focusing kind of now on wax melts and adding that to the shop, but it's going to be a minute before I add any more candles, because I really, you know, I want my customers to be happy and satisfied with their candle, and I want it to be a high quality candle, and I want the candle to burn properly. So to me, it's worth it to wait. And so over here, wicks, lids, more wicks, my moon water that I sell on my shop as well. This is where I keep all of my little bow ties and my wick holders. Yeah, that's about everything. Let me see, we've got the heating gun, which if you're going to be making candles is a necessity to have. I bought a pack of mason jars, 16-ounce mason jars from Walmart, and I did some testing in those as well, but I will not use them because I don't know, I don't know, I can't use this because it's got all of this stuff on the side, and I need a smooth jar. So I'm kind of saving these for, I don't know, honestly, I may turn them into just drinking glasses. You know, the spring and summer is coming up, and I think that they would be cute for drinking glasses, but for candles, no, not happening. I'm gonna stick with my candle supply companies. This here is large salsa jar that I get from, this one was from the Lone Star Candle Company. All of these jars down here, they've come from candle supply companies. I just wanted to test a regular mason jar that you can find in the store, but again, I made a mistake and I bought the ones with all the writing on the side, and I need a smooth candle jar. And you know, those are meant to withstand high heat because they are canning jars, and so I do think that they boil them, if I'm not mistaken. So heat-wise, they should be okay, but I just feel safer sticking with the candle jars from the candle supply companies. Again, we have my little 1-ounce samples I've got 2-ounce samples left that I am still in the process of giving away. I'm trying to avoid giving them away because you can see right here. You see all that right there? That is frosting. That's frosting from the Golden brand, or the Golden brand wax that I got from Candle Science, and so that's why I'm hesitant to even, that's sad when you don't even want to give it away for a free sample. So what I've been doing is I've been digging into it for my own self and using it for myself, and I just make little samples for the customers because I really truly don't want to give them something that looks like that. And when I made them, I knew I was using that wax, and so that's intentionally why I did not even dye them. I thought that if I didn't dye them, it would kind of, be camouflaged, but it really isn't. So here is one that's dyed. Yeah, so that's awful. So I know it looks like I have a bunch of samples up here, but I really truly don't, because I'm not giving these ones away. The only ones I'm giving away are the small 1-ounce ones that are made with the Problend 650. So all these here are pretty much, just there. You're all probably wondering why I have like cardboard here. These are all poster papers. Oh, that's filthy. These are actually poster papers. All my shelves are like this, and I can't put little 1-ounce cups here on something like this or a clamshell. So I just went to Walmart and I bought probably like 20 of these 95-cent poster board papers, and I put it on top, and then I just switch them out when need be. And I'm thinking about actually buying the cabinet liner, the cupboard liner, shelf liner stuff, and so I want to put those on there, but for now this works, and whenever it gets kind of too beat up, then I switch it out. So that's what I use the paper for, just so that I can have these things, be able to put those on the shelf. So I think that's it. Over there I have the walker, or not the walker, the treadmill in the corner that I probably should be using but don't. Electric heater, because sometimes it gets cold in here in the evening. I've got 2 windows here, so that kind of, whatever, when I'm get cold or whatever. All my tarot cards, salt lamp, an old candle that I'm burning, sage. Yes, I do sage the house every day. My crystals, my singing bowl, my crystal ball, all my little knickknacks that I keep up here. So this is kind of where I do my tarot readings. This is where I do, usually I do my videos. I will either sit on this end or I will sit on that end over there. Typically it's that end over there. As you can see, the lighting in here is not very good, so that's the problem that I have when I'm doing videos. I apologize about that because my lighting sucks. But yeah, so, oh, that's a mess. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of my little space, my little area. It's not perfect, but it works for me and I love it. And it's a good working space. I'm out of everybody's way. I'm not, in the kitchen. I mean, I am in the kitchen when I'm making stuff, but I try to bring everything in here. I keep my jars in here, my clamshells in here, and so I'm kind of out of everybody's way, and that kind of helps, so they can go on about their day. And I've already taken over this room. I don't need to take over the kitchen too, but so. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this little tour, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.